type conversions in JavaScript. Most of the time, operators and functions automatically convert the values given to them to the right type. But there are also cases when we need to explicitly convert a value to the expected type. Let's see how to do it. Let's start from string conversion. String conversion happens when we need the string from a value. For example, let's create a let value true, like it is a boolean value. And then let's do console log type of value. Of course, we'll get boolean. Now, how to convert it to string? I will write my value equal to string. It is very important to write it with the uppercase because lowercase will not understand it. Why? We will learn in the future lessons, in the prototype lesson, that we will understand what is the constructor functions. And let's write value. And again, console log value type of value. Let's see. So it is string. What we did, we just converted in this line, because before this line we didn't conversion. And as you remember from our previous lessons, JavaScript read the code line by line. And in this line it is boolean yet, and here it is string. String conversions usually are obvious. True become like this true, null become like this null, and so on. The next one is numeric conversion. Numeric conversion happens in mathematical functions and expressions automatically. For example, let's do console log and use division, like 2 divide string 1. It will work. It automatically converted these string values to numeric. So mathematical operator, the division operator, converted these strings to number. We also can use number constructor function. The functions that are like with uppercase are constructor functions, just to know for now, but we will review them later. So it is just converts the value. Let's create let num equal 5, and here do console log. Let's make this 5 string and do type of num. Of course it is string, but if we will do type of num and we will convert here after it like the number, it will be number. But here we will not see big difference. Oh, we will see actually the console output shows like in a different color. And if we will remove it, it will show just a white, like a string color. Explicit conversion is usually required when we need to get a number value from string forms. For example, we have some string like it is hello 5, and we need to read this one and make it number. We will use the number constructor function to convert it to the number. How to do it exactly, for example, from the string, we will learn in the future lessons. But one important thing, let's create a string variable and do console log, and here let's convert it to the number. What do you think? What will be here? What the number will convert to our number constructor function? Nothing. It will say not a number. Of course, it is obvious that it should be like this because there's no any logic that JavaScript can convert hello world to some number. Here are 4 examples. The first one is number constructor function, a string with spaces, and it will be just a number without spaces. Here it will be just not a number because here is a letter and JavaScript doesn't understand what to do it. True will convert to 1 and false to 0. Also, null will become 0 and undefined will become not a number, none. And the last one is Boolean conversion. Boolean is the simplest one. So in the first example, if we will do Boolean just 1, we will try to convert to Boolean number 1, it will be true. 0 will be false. The word hello will be true because it is a word, like it's true. And if it's empty, it will be false. Null will be false and undefined will be false. So the values that are not empty, there will be 1. The ones that are empty will be 0. And two more examples. If there is a 0, it will be true. And the last one is also true because 0 is also a symbol and the space is also a symbol. Like JavaScript understands it as a symbol. So it also will be true. It is not a too much like real use cases with this, but you can get asked in the interviews. And sometimes, for example, I had a situation when I got from backend like some data with 1 and 0, like they couldn't somehow send me Boolean and they send only 1 and 0, and I just converted them with a Boolean operator true and false because my code required a Boolean and I use it like that. So let's summarize. The three most widely used type conversions are to string, to number, and to Boolean. This is all that you need now because there are a lot of very complicated things that you can't remember. And this information also you don't have to have in your mind. Just read it, just practice a bit, and it will stay somewhere in your like memory. And when you will have some, for example, case, real life use case, in your interviews or code, maybe when you will do some project, you will remember that there were something specific with this type conversions. You will just open some website about JavaScript, about type conversions, and you will read and use. You don't have to remember everything.